Stir-fried bitter melon with egg is one of those dishes that feels like a hidden gem, simple, yet deeply satisfying, with a unique balance of flavors that make each bite interesting and nourishing. Bitter melon, with its distinct and often intimidating bitterness, may seem like a challenge to some, but when paired with the richness of egg, it transforms into something special. The bitterness of the melon becomes a delightful contrast to the smooth, comforting texture of the egg, creating a dish that feels both rejuvenating and hearty. This stir-fry is not just a meal. It's a celebration of contrasts, a dish that's light yet deeply flavorful, and one that leaves you feeling good inside and out. To begin, start by selecting a fresh bitter melon. It's important to choose one that is firm and bright green, as it will have the best flavor and texture. Wash the bitter melon thoroughly, then slice it lengthwise and remove the seeds and inner pulp. The skin is edible, so you can leave it on for texture and color. Cut the melon into thin slices, as this allows the bitterness to soften more during cooking while still maintaining that satisfying crunch. If you're concerned about the bitterness, you can lightly salt the slices and let them sit for about 10 minutes to draw out some of the excess moisture and bitterness. Then rinse them under cold water. This step isn't necessary for everyone, but it can help to tone down the bitter flavor if you're new to bitter melon. Now it's time to prepare the egg. Eggs will bring a richness and smoothness to the dish, helping to mellow out the bitterness of the melon. Lightly beat the eggs in a bowl, seasoning with a pinch of salt and a little pepper. You don't need to overcomplicate this. The goal is to make the egg mixture flavorful, but simple, as it will take on the flavors of the bitter melon as it cooks. The eggs will add a beautiful creaminess to the stir-fry that balances the crispness of the melon and creates a wonderfully satisfying contrast in texture. Heat a little oil in a large skillet or wok over medium-high heat. Add a minced garlic clove to the hot oil, allowing it to sauté until fragrant and golden. The garlic will infuse the oil, providing a savory foundation that complements the other ingredients. Once the garlic is ready, add the sliced bitter melon to the pan. Stir-fry the melon for a few minutes, letting it soften slightly while still retaining its crisp texture. The cooking process will help reduce some of the sharpness of the bitterness, allowing the melon to become tender without losing its distinctive bite. Once the bitter melon has cooked down a bit, pour in the beaten eggs and let them settle for a moment in the pan. Allow the eggs to cook for a minute or so, then gently stir the mixture, breaking up the eggs into soft curds. The eggs will pick up the flavors from the bitter melon, while the melon, in turn, absorbs the rich, savory taste of the egg. The combination of textures here, crunchy melon and soft, velvety egg, is what truly makes this dish stand out. As the eggs cook, they'll turn golden and fluffy, enveloping the bitter melon in a creamy, rich coating that softens the sharp edges of its flavor. To finish the dish, season with a little soy sauce or fish sauce, adjusting to your taste. A dash of white pepper or chili flakes can also be added for an extra kick, depending on your preference. The savory notes from the soy sauce or fish sauce will enhance the umami flavors, and the pepper or chili will add a hint of heat to balance the dish. Stir everything together, ensuring the melon and egg are evenly coated in the flavorful sauce. You can serve this dish immediately, paired with steamed rice, or as a standalone meal that is light yet fulfilling. Stir-fried bitter melon with egg is a great example of how sometimes the simplest dishes offer the most rewarding experiences. The bitter melon, often considered an acquired taste, becomes something entirely approachable when combined with the smooth richness of egg. It's a dish that's not only packed with flavor, but also provides nutritional benefits. Bitter melon is known for its detoxifying properties, rich in vitamins and antioxidants that support digestion and immunity. The egg adds protein and healthy fats, making this a well-rounded dish that's as good for the body as it is for the soul. The beauty of this dish lies in its versatility. It's a great way to introduce yourself to bitter melon if you've never tried it before, or it can be a comforting go-to when you're craving something light but flavorful. Whether you enjoy it on its own or serve it as a side dish alongside other fresh vegetables, the richness of the egg will always bring a sense of warmth and satisfaction. It's the kind of meal that doesn't need to be fussy or complicated to feel special. It's just straightforward, good food that satisfies in all the right ways. This stir-fry is not only about flavor, but also about texture. The crunchy bite of the bitter melon and the soft, fluffy egg come together in perfect harmony, creating a delightful contrast that makes each bite more enjoyable. And as you eat, you can't help but appreciate the way the bitterness of the melon is tempered by the creaminess of the egg, resulting in a dish that feels balanced and complete. It's a nourishing meal that leaves you feeling energized and satisfied, with the kind of flavors that linger long after the last bite. Stir-fried bitter melon with egg is a dish that speaks to the beauty of simplicity, where a few humble ingredients come together to create something truly comforting and unforgettable.